For Friday, February the 26th, 2016, here's the headline. I want to thank Margaret, precious sister of Margaret, who sends me this article. She lives in California, L.A. L.A. is seizing tiny homes from the homeless, escalating their battle to stamp out an unprecedented spread of street encampments. City officials have begun seizing tiny houses from homeless people in South Los Angeles. Elvis Summers, who built and donated the structures, he built them and he donated them, had to remove 7 of the gaily painted wooden houses, which come with solar-powered lights and American flags, on Wednesday and Thursday ahead of a scheduled city sweep. He had to remove them before the city demolished them. Summers, an LA resident who says he was once homeless, had placed them within encampments on overpasses along the 110 freeway for homeless people to use instead of tents. But 3 structures impounded earlier this month remain in a city storage lot, a Bureau of Sanitation spokeswoman said, and the city notified occupants they would be discarded. These people are beaten down so hard. You give them any opportunity to be normal, it lifts them up, and I can attest to that. It lifts them up. And that's what we need to do. We need to lift them up, not keep them down. Councilman Curran Price, who represents the neighborhood, said the houses pose serious health and safety risks. I'm getting complaints from constituents who have to walk in to the street to avoid them. Price, oh, well, we can't. We have to walk on the other side of the street to avoid the homeless. But by the grace of God, let me tell you, there goes you. Authorities destroyed needles, of course, they've got to push this in here. Drug setups and a gun seized from 1 or more of the houses and tents during an earlier cleanup. Always got to put the mainstream spin on things, huh? Some advocates for the homeless see the single-story structures about the size of garden sheds as a cheap and safe alternative to having the homeless sleep on the sidewalks. Neighbors and other opponents, however, say they provide cover for lawlessness and criminal activity. Yeah, it's a crime to be homeless. It's a crime. It's criminal activity. I've been there to watch your dreams come to a crashing halt and to lose everything, and to find yourself without help, without hope. There are only homes for prostitution. And here we go. These are only homes for prostitution and shooting up, smoking, said June Ellen Richard, 54, who lived all her life within blocks of one of the freeway overpasses where the tiny houses were parked. Mayor Eric Garcetti's spokeswoman, Connie Lena, said he is committed to getting homeless people into permanent. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. We see how the mayors and how all of the executives do. They go around and with sledgehammers and destroy the homeless shopping carts. That's all they have to keep their belongings in. I've done videos on that too. Let me play this video clip for you. LA is seizing tiny homes from the homeless. Where we round them up, I guess. Let's round up the homeless. They've done it already in other parts of the United States. Let's just put them in kind of like a FEMA camp with a guard, and lock them in and lock them away from the public.
I started last May building tiny houses, providing temporary shelter for those that need. I've attempted along the whole way to get all kinds of people and organizations involved, including the city, but they've refused to be involved. Now the city has gone as far as to make an amendment to an ordinance forcing me to remove all the tiny houses from the streets directly while they're giving their speech to the people, saying that they're going to spend a lot more of our tax dollars and help people, but they're really evicting people. I just had to evict an elderly woman whose veteran husband is missing in the city. It's really frustrating that I seem to be the only person actually doing something now to help people, and the city is still claiming that they're helping people when they're really not. They're wiping out camps all across the city. So unfortunately today, I have to remove all my houses from these bridges and store them until I can turn it around and file a class action lawsuit.
Leave me your comments, everyone. God bless you today, and I'll put the link to this in our homeless ministry and outreach below.